I'm Michael Truly. Tonight on Master Debaters, we take a look at a very special film about a very special person. I'm talking about Forrest Gump, special meant retarded. Now, on my right, breaking new ground for this show that has only featured white men with beards, is real-life human woman and Forrest Gump aficionado, Katie Willert.
Woo!
Katie, thanks for being here.
No problem.
On my left, from Screen Junkies, is internet loudmouth and the author of a move-on petition to have Forrest Gump stricken from our history books, Nick Mundy.
Hey, buddy.
Nick, thanks for being here.
Of course.
Both of you, welcome to the special place where I hide my feelings away. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's do that. Let's take a moment of prayer before we start and get real angry.
Start the battle.
Okay.
Hey, Katie, I know that you're a girl, but I'm still going to treat you like an enemy because I respect you enough.
Katie, you have 10 seconds to tell us who you are and why your opinion matters.
Okay, my name is Katie Willert, and I am on Crack.com, After Hours, which is a show that discusses mostly pop culture, and I've watched movies all the time since I was very little, and I like them a lot.
Time. Nick, you have 10 seconds to tell us who you are and why your opinion matters.
All right, I'm Nick Mundy, and I mean, look at me. That's what. I mean, that's why.
Time. So before the show, I have asked each of you to draw a diagram about how Forrest Gump makes you feel.
Yes.
If you'd like to present the diagram to the camera and describe what's happening in it.
Here we've got that the movie makes me both happy and sad, and when I think about it, I think of love and heartbreak, and then there's scramps on the boat, and the sun's going down, and like our history, and things like Black Power, and all that.
Nick,
Yay!
All right.
present your picture.
So this is the movie's penis peeing on me and an intelligence because.
Oh, thank God that's P.
Yeah.
Does your dick have one vein?
Yeah. This is Forrest Gump's the movie's
Just
dick.
the one.
Just one vein.
Yeah. It has a lot of problems. And then this is Go Texans because Texans rule.
I love that you put it right next to a giant dick.
Nick, you have 30 seconds to state your opinion and why you feel that way about it. Go.
Okay, I just feel like Forrest Gump is over happy, feel goodery claptrap. It's just like, hey, here's all these moments in time. Here's all this green screen. Let's just shove this simpleton into it and have this guy who's the worst hero in the world make absolutely no decisions in the choice point of his life. And also, it ruined fun Tom Hanks. When was the last time he did a bachelor party? Or when was the last time he did The Burbs 2? Never. It killed fun Tom Hanks. Killed fun Tom Hanks.
All right. So, Katie,
Yes.
you will now have 60 seconds to support your opinion with cold, hard scientific fact.
Okay, what I love about Forrest Gump is that it illustrates so perfectly how one person can change the lives of many people without even really knowing it. Like, for example, he gets a whole group of people who were searching for purpose in their lives to follow him and get out of their houses and run, even though he didn't necessarily do anything, just his presence inspired them to go do something. And I mean, obviously, audiences agree because it has like a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and in the 1994 Oscars, it won Best Actor, it won Best Film, it won Best Director, and that just doesn't happen if a movie's just like, whatever, nobody cares about it.
Okay, so you have 60 seconds to support your opinion with cold, hard scientific fact.
It won Best Movie in 1994. 1994 was like the easiest year in the world for everyone. There were no problems going on in 1994. Everything was fine in 1994. No wonder Forrest Gump won. I mean, we were having surpluses and the internet was starting. That was our biggest problem was Green Day might have some mixed messages in their CD. You know what this movie, if this came out today, it wouldn't get nominated. Ask Walter Mitty.
Walter Mitty was fine.
Looks
Time.
lovely.
Katie, you have 30 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Wait,
Go.
what?
Okay, so now what is so wrong with having a life where you are given these opportunities and you take them without really even thinking about them, but have a good time doing them and do them to the best of your ability? Is there anything wrong with that? I mean, he was an expert marksman. He just was asked to put the gun together, and he put the gun together. He cleaned the floor to the best of his ability with a toothbrush. He saved his whole platoon in Vietnam. Like, is there anything wrong with that? And I don't necessarily think that a hero has to be acting entirely on some sort of weird, like, quest. And also, on the subject of Jenny, I just have to say that a child who survives sexual abuse from her father is obviously going to have some issues, and she was addicted to drugs, and she did get her shit together, and I'm assuming that she wanted to make a connection with him to tell him about his son. She knew that if she had to leave him with anybody, that Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump, would be the best person to leave him with.
Time.
All right, so I'm glad you brought up Jenny and, giving Forrest Jr. For him. Wouldn't it be nice if she called Forrest, told him that she was pregnant so he could watch the birth of his son and then raise him for the first 5 years of his life? That would have been nice, but no. What would you expect from the worst human being in the world who also raped him? Yeah, Jenny raped a simpleton. He didn't know what was happening, and she then made him have sex with her so she could feel again. And then when he came back, after running, when he came back home, you know what he did? He got back together with the worst human being ever captured on film, Jenny. He was like, hey, I just had all this personal growth, finally. And then he was like, nope, Jenny's here. I'm the stupid orphan puppy dog that's going to get beat by my owner again.
Time.
Yes. Also, it has one of the best soundtracks in the history of film. One that it spans from the 50s all the way through the 80s. I mean, the scene where he's running in the desert and listening to Running on Empty, it takes my heart and it pulls it and it takes it. And no matter where, if I turn on the TV and the movie is on, I will sit down and I will watch it through to the end because it just connects to me in that way. And I'm not the only person that it does that to.
The problem with this movie is it should have been called Lieutenant Dan, because that was a guy who took action. That was a guy who wanted to die in the war. That was a guy who wanted to fight God and punch him in the face. That was a guy who wanted to have sex with the whores before Forrest ruined it. And that was a guy who wanted to get his legs back, invest in the Apple, and get his shit together. That was a story. If it wasn't for Lieutenant Dan, Forrest would have probably been trapped in his car one day and couldn't get out. It'd been a movie that would have ended within 10 minutes. Lieutenant Dan was the hero of that story.
Wow. So let's go through a quick roundup of some of your points. Katie, Forrest Gump equals Nike. You pronounced shrimp incorrectly. You were pronouncing it scrimp. It's actually shrimp. Gump, good butler, question mark? I don't know what that means.
Yes.
I think that sums that up. Nick, claptrap. Okay. Runes. Or I don't know.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Is not making decisions Zen?
Shut up.
Can specials get trapped in cars? Because we should probably do something about that. That's it for us here on Master Debaters. Come back next Thursday for more episodes. I want to thank Katie for being here. You can check out Katie's stuff on cracked.com. You can check out Nick's stuff on Screen Junkies or wherever big loud white guys can be found yelling.
Go to bigwhiteguys.yelling.gov.
Let us know who you think won in the comments below. Let us know what you think of Forrest Gump as well. Is it some sort of Buddhist masterpiece? I don't know. It might be a pile of shit. I don't have opinions. That's why I bring people on. See you next Thursday. Sorry, camera person.